What is going on, guys? I'm Fredo here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our New Year's resolutions and what I did throughout the year. As you can see, I kind of grew out my hair just a little bit. It's been hard not cutting it because I'm used to always cutting it. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's pretty good, or should I keep growing? I'm honestly going to keep growing it out. I want to kind of get a bro flow. But that's besides the point. Reason for me recording outside in the truck is because it's kind of gloomy outside, so my room has no lighting and it was just super dark. So I decided to drive to the only place that my town is really known for, which is Lake Okeechobee. So yeah, I'm parked right here. This is the first time I ever record in my truck compared to when I first recorded that one video in my little car. But with that getting out of the way, let's talk about, I made a little list about the stuff I did throughout the year. So one of the big things I did this year was read a whole bunch of books. One in specific was an Arnold Schwarzenegger book, the one he just recently published. I forget what it's called. It's either the B grade or the 7 rules or steps, something like that. I'll just post a picture right here. I read that back in October, and that was the last book I read before the year ended. And I don't know if it's because I knew the author personally, like watching his movies obviously, or just it really spoke to me. That book really spoke to me. I recommend it to everybody. That's one of the only books that not really that many people recommend or even talk about. They usually talk about, for example, the 48 Laws of Power, the 1% Man, stuff like that, those type of books. I read those this year as well, especially the 48 Laws of Power. That one was a really long book, but I definitely recommend it. It's a really good book. If you want to read it, give it a try. It took me about 6 months to finish it because I was on and off, because there were so many readings and a lot of examples in the book. So if any book I'd recommend you to read is the Arnold Schwarzenegger. It really, from what all the books I've read throughout the years, that one kind of just gets everything and balls it up, and just it's the same book for every book. And once you continue to read the same books over and over again, like self-improvement books, they're kind of all the same. They kind of have all the same ideology. So, take that with a grain of salt. But I actually started going to college. Oh, overexposure, you saw that? Jesus. I started going to college actually, so I guess that first video I was talking about not going to college failed, because now I'm in college. I finished my semester and passed all my classes. I actually passed all my classes, which is pretty cool. Another goal that I has put myself for New Year's last year was getting a raise or promotion at my job. As many of you guys may know, I do AutoZone. I work at AutoZone. Allegedly, I want to quit. I'm not supposed to say that though. So I got promoted to manager, and then I got a raise with that. I got 2 raises back to back during that time in December. Worked out and achieved the physique I have. As you guys can see, I am not sponsored by Gymshark, but if you guys are watching the video, look at my Instagram feed, and I've came a long way. Another thing I did was also buying a truck, and this is kind of just squeezed in there throughout the year because my car blew. My engine just completely got destroyed, so I had to buy me a new vehicle to go to college. Another thing that you may not know is that I started a print-on-demand business. You guys see all those type of videos on YouTube talking about, oh, you can get $1,000 a month making a print-on-demand business, which is a clothing business. I'll talk about it more in a separate video, like I said. So with that out of the way, I was able to accomplish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things out of the year, and I achieved them all. So for this year's resolution, and I hope you have some New Year's resolution, because you can actually achieve quite a lot, honestly, in 365 days. I would have never thought I was going to be in college and about to take my 2nd semester, or even buy a truck for that matter. It's just one of those things that you think that there's not enough time in the year and during the week and month, but there is. You just got to stop procrastinating, which is one of the biggest things I have, and just do it. You just gotta do it. Don't question it, don't overthink it, just do it. So what I want this year in 2024, 4 years after I've graduated high school, that's honestly insane that it's been that long already, is get a new job, because I'm tired of working at AutoZone, allegedly. Get closer to God, which is a very big one. I don't know if you are religious, I guess you could say. But I have always been a super religious kid. I was brought up in a Catholic household, and I was super religious up till, I want to say, last year, where I kind of just like dozed off on that, like just put that in hibernation. And then recently I started going back to church, and it was mainly because I had no time. I was working I'm still working at AutoZone, and I just don't have time to do anything. I was doing that. I was trying to figure out what I want to do in life. Started going to college. I started slacking in that department when I should have been more focused, mainly because at the end of the day, it's all about God's timing. He will help you out if you let him help you. And if you don't let him help you, the only person you're going to be counting on is yourself, when you could be giving all of your troubles to God so he can help you and walk you down the right path in his timing. Because what's that one thing they say? God's timing is perfect. So if some things don't work out, maybe there was a reason for it. Maybe it's because it wasn't the right time, or God had something else better for you in store for you. And that's kind of how I'm seeing it now. I never expected to be going to college, doing all these things, and I think I've made it this far because of putting my faith in God and knowing that I can do it through him. And it's funny enough, because I went to church on Saturday night evening, and because we have two masses, you can go on Sunday or Saturday, and the priest is talking about that, saying a lot of people have faith in God, but as soon as something bad happens, oh God, why would you do this to me? Immediately just 180 on them and start blaming him. And I started actually recently this year, a new resolution that I also chose, which ties into this, is I started reading the Bible for the first time in my life. A 21-year-old, first time ever reading the Bible. I'm trying to read it throughout the whole year, every single day. And it's a TikTok video I saw that you can follow through. I'll put the pictures right now of all the stuff you guys want to tag along. But yeah, he was talking about how a lot of people have faith in God when things are going right, and as soon as something goes downhill, they immediately just turn away from God and just are mad at life and everything. And most of the time, if you pray to God and tell him to help you and help you do it, you just got to believe in yourself and believe in God that he will make a path for you or walk through you and make sure that you achieve those goals and dreams, because you have it within yourself and your heart and God along your side. It's like that one thing they say, I have God on my side and anime on my side. That's a whole meme. But yeah, sorry for going for a whole tangent. I know maybe you might not be religious, so I'm not trying to force religion on you guys, but that's something I kind of reflected that Saturday, and made me Jesus that made me realize a lot of things that I wasn't doing right, which was neglecting my religion, neglecting my faith, neglecting my faith. So another thing is uploading consistently. It may not be for this channel. I do have a gaming channel, like I said. I've been uploading there for the past 2 months now, just consistently every week. I'll try to do the same thing with this, but it's really hard. It honestly really is hard trying to balance work, college, and YouTube. But I will try my best. I will do my best. No, I won't try. I will do my best. Another thing is taking acting classes. I've hinted at it that I'm working on a big project, which was a movie script. Water break. Tasty. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to talk about. Like I said, I want to make a separate video about that so we can get some fandom building, some fan base, stuff like that. And working on self-improvement. That's a thing that everybody, you, especially the viewer, me, you, potato, mom, dad, everybody in the world should be working towards self-improvement. If you just improve just a little bit throughout the year, you're already on the top 10%, honestly. Because there's a lot of people that don't ever change, and change is part of growth and success. One of the most important ones on the list is paying all of my debt by this year. So I kind of messed up and bought Christmas gifts and bought this unnecessary things like a welder for Christmas and throughout the year of last year. and I gained not a lot of it. It's manageable. I can do it. I just been procrastinating on it. I didn't want to pay it. I want to just keep on paying the minimum payments. But no, I need to do the snowball effect for you guys. If you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much you pay the minimum on all the other balances, and then you pay as much as you can on the first one. And then after that, you take the payment. For example, I have a debt of a credit card, which is only, I always put pay $100. So this time I'm gonna pay $225. After I finish paying at $225, I can use that same payment I was doing of $225 and add it on to another one. For example, my orthodontist, I pay $185 a month. So $225 plus $185, you can do the math. I suck at math. I don't even know how I passed my math exam. That was kind of crazy. I'm just kidding. I failed it terribly. Like, I actually flunked it, but I still managed to pass with a C, which is, you know what, pass in my book. A pass in my book. But yeah, so you just keep adding up all those things. Oh my god, what's biting me in my ear? Cut the video. So you pretty much keep adding all of those to the next things. You keep, like, for example, you finish paying that off, so now instead it'll be like $400 you're paying to your orthodontist, and boom, you pay it off. Instead of 5 months, you pay it off in maybe 2 or 3 months. And you keep doing that till you're free of debt, and then start investing. Honestly, I need to do that. If you want to take anything from this video, is you can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to do. You just got to stay focused, determined, and disciplined. I achieved a good physical fit because I worked out throughout the year. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And honestly, I like my body now. It's really, I like it. It's not too bulky, but it's noticeable that people can say, oh, you work out. So yeah, this video is already very long. It's already 15 minutes. So I'm just going to cut to the chase and just end it here, honestly. Hope you guys had an amazing year. And hopefully you have a better new year coming up. And all your goals and achievements comes to fruition. And you got somebody here rooting for you guys, honestly.